Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Dion of Full Figure Fierce here with my beautiful sister, Miss Shahida. Y'all, we just gonna jump right on into it. Ain't nobody got time for the foolishness that StreamYard is trying to give me today. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Shahida, can you hear me? Shahida. We are on stage now. And I am just waiting for my sister to come on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get my beverage. All right. So I feel I lost my sister. So I hope you all are having a good day today. Again, my name is Dion Reeves. I am the founder of Full Figure Fierce on Facebook. I have been around for quite a long time doing this model thing. So I decided to start this page and do Model Talk Live with me and some of my favorite people. So we are going to go live with my sister, Miss Shahida. I see her in the studio. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, I can't hear you. Let me unmute you, baby.
I will mute.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
All
girl.
right.
Hey, sis.
Hey, Bookie, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much.
Kobe. I'm trying to make sure we are actually live. I saw it on YouTube, but I want to make sure we are on Facebook. There we
Okay.
are. Cool beans. Let me see if I can hear us. Two people on.
Can you
Yeah,
tag
okay.
me?
We are definitely live. All right, Bookie.
All righty.
Let's get into it. Let's just get right on into it. But before I have to start. I have to get me a little. Yeah, mind your business. That ain't got nothing to do
Look, I'm up
with
here
my
sipping on water. I got some water around here.
man. No, it's been a month. Uh, just took my
Yeah.
birthday stuff down. So happy
Yes.
birthday to me.
Happy belated
Um,
birthday.
thank you, sister. Thank you.
Hmm.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. You're
So
welcome.
listen, tell the people who you are.
Okay. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. I am Shahida. I am a model, plus size model, an image consultant, confidence coach. Girl, I be doing a lot of stuff.
Yes, you do. Yes,
Yes.
you do. But you do it well.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And so
Yes.
I have a business. I started out my business from modeling, actually modeling and helping women to gain their confidence and actually models
Absolutely.
gain their confidence in the fashion industry.
Come on.
Yeah, cuz
Because a lot of people think that models are just naturally confident women. Is
mhm.
that, do you agree with that or do you disagree with that?
I think half and half. I
Half
think
and half.
yeah, but the ones where I disagree, like they have a lot of women who put a mask on
Ooh,
and don't know who they really are. And
okay.
so they'll put a mask on just because other people make them feel good. So they don't know
Mm,
how to feel good for themselves. So they'll
okay.
start putting in clothes and a layer of makeup on and layers of makeup on to make themselves feel good. But they don't really know who they are.
Come
So
on.
yeah, so that's deep. It go
Come
deep.
on. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you just gonna jump right on in it, huh?
I'm
We
sorry. Well,
gonna
you
do it
said
like that?
jump in it.
We gonna do it like that? Okay.
You
Okay.
say you
Listen.
say jump in it. Jump in. All right.
Well, we gonna do it. Let's get into it.
Let's get in it.
So tell me one of the reasons why, or tell me all the reasons why you actually became a confidence coach. And tell them what that really is. Because I don't
Okay.
think a lot of people understand that.
Yeah. So And I put my confidence coach with my image consultant together.
Mm-hmm.
So a confidence coach is just someone who actually brings up your self-esteem, teach you how to have self-esteem and self-love for yourself. Despite all adversaries, everything that comes your way, you have to learn to know who you are and whose you are. Because life be life in some time. And when you life be life and you don't know where to go. If somebody say you ugly, you gonna believe it. Somebody say you fat, you gonna believe it. I mean, and those are the things. It may be true, but are you gonna
It
let
may.
that take over you and take away from who you truly are or what you want to become because somebody said something? Child, please. So that's what I do. I work with women to
Please
build
put that on a shirt.
child, please.
Child, please.
Yes. So, I mean, when I tell you, I love bringing women's confidence up, and it's really more of their self esteem because people don't know what is
Mhm.
confidence. Let me say that confidence is a feeling that you feel for yourself. Nobody
Okay.
else. Confidence is a feeling that or an emotion that you have for yourself that you can accomplish things, you can do things. When people tell you that you're pretty, you feel good, right? You start feeling
Mm-hmm.
good. Those your hormones and pheromones or whatever, that you
Mm-hmm.
start
Pheromone.
feeling good. Yeah, you start feeling good about yourself. And so those things start to rise, and dopamine, that's what I'm looking for, the word dopamine. That brings your mind to be in a happy place.
Yeah.
And so I teach women how to just to care for themselves, and go after what they want.
That in this industry, I know for myself, that is one of the hardest things to do
Mm-hmm.
because when I came into this industry, I didn't have the look. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Where I'm from, I'm in Huntsville, Alabama. Fashion is not a thing for real here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So modeling and being, I was always the bigger girl. I was
Mm-hmm.
always the older girl.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it was hard being, because you felt like they put you in just because they didn't have nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of times when I had my model team a couple of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
there's an organization here, not naming any names, but there's an organization here that they accepted plus models because they knew they couldn't deny plus models. You know, you have to have just
Mm-hmm.
one, you just
Mm-hmm.
have to have two.
And you
But
represent it, yeah.
yeah, you got to have that representation. But um after a while, it became super obvious to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was just me, you know, because I was new to this game, new to being a plus model. Because I was smaller when I started. I was a
Mm-hmm.
small girl when I started. So I thought it was me hearing my past stuff
Mm-hmm.
and thinking, oh, they just picking on me. No, it got so bad that we started calling ourselves the Oh by the Way girls,
Oh.
because literally it would be,
Oh, by the
I
way.
remember a designer
Mm-hmm.
had come to a practice for us, and she was casting for her scene in their show.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, okay, she said, okay, everybody, we're gonna cast for this person. You know, we need you, everybody that's 5'8" and above, jump
Mm-hmm.
up. And so everybody who was 5'8" and above, which was 90% of my girls, all of them that jumped up, you can watch the video. They pushed them aside to let the smaller girls go. And then the designer said, well, hey, listen, this is nice, you know, that you have the smaller girls, but I asked you for size 18. I asked you for size 22 because I need to showcase this part of my line. And they were like, well, by the way, we do have these girls over here. And it was like, so the confidence that the women hear being not being in a city that loves fashion for real, and especially loves plus size. They don't love plus size women here, even though we
Mhm.
eat steak for breakfast. I don't understand, but
Right, right.
um, you have to be. You have to, if you have to fake it till you make it,
That's
that's the
it.
only way you gonna make it
Yes,
here. You
yes,
know what I'm saying?
yes.
So for you, what would you tell the women that are in my area? Because
Mhm.
I build their confidence, but yeah, what would you tell them?
I would say, first of all, once you get into, like Mama told us this a long time ago. When I first came into the industry, our
Mhm.
model mom is Miss Linda Scott. When I first
Absolutely. Hey,
came in,
mama.
hey, when I first came in, and I tell her all the time, she just rolls her eyes when I tell her this. But she told me, she said, "Baby, let me tell you something." She said, "Modeling is either um an investment or an
Mhm.
expensive ass hobby."
An expensive hobby, baby.
She told me, she said it's either expensive hobby. And when she said that, I was like, what's she talking about? But it comes with a lot. And it comes with investment. And a part of investment is you investing in yourselves to
Yes,
learn who you are, what you will and won't tolerate,
absolutely.
how you, like, even everybody want to be in the glam, everybody want to be in with an agency, everybody want to do this, but technically you don't have to be. It's good if you do get signed, if it's a good
Mhm.
agency, because some
Okay.
people some people will put you on their roster just to say, like what she said, they'll put you on the roster because you a plus size and they needed to meet their quota, but are you being worked is the question.
Okay.
So I remember one of my things is when I was in Dallas, I was in Texas, and I lived in Texas for a while, and I researched and I worked my way through up to the point where I wanted to get to an agency. I wanted to be an agency model. You couldn't tell me no
Mhm.
difference, right? I tried
Okay.
different things, and so I thought I had to look. People say you're pretty, you got this, you got that, and I'm like, okay, okay, well, why I'm not making it? So I went to like one of the top agencies in Dallas, and
Mhm.
I cast it. They reached out. I got a call for them. And when I got there, they depict me. I felt like I was in Roots or something. I felt like I was in a slave movie. They contacted us. They called the black girls AAs. But on the model wall was full of models,
Mhm.
predominantly white. But the AA girls, and I was like, Alcohol Anonymous? I promise. I was like, what is an AA girl? Girl, African American. I did not know, but they did not consider us as models. They call us the AA girls. And besides, I have one that's your complexion, and she's not gonna be with us anymore longer. So maybe you could just take her place because y'all about the same color. So if and I was y'all, when I tell you I was dressed head to toe, they depict me. They was like, "Do you know we wear weaves, not wigs? Is that a wig?" Grabbed my bosoms and said, "Are they real?"
Now
Y'all,
you know what? Mama did warn me about that.
mm-hmm,
She did.
yep,
Whew.
they did that to me. And I was so excited to get there. I saw
Mhm.
the models, everybody in the casting, and I was proud to be a plus size model walking into
Mhm.
a commercial base. And they did a lot of work for a large corporation, and I wanted to be a catalog model. That's what I wanted
Come
to know.
on.
So my thing is, if I didn't know who I was, like I
Yes.
felt so tore down.
Yeah.
And I drove like 2 hours to get there. And I was like, I was ready. I was to the T, I was like snatch, had the waist. I was like, I was ready, right? Yeah, I promise you, when I left, they depict me so bad. I didn't, if I didn't know who I was, y'all, I would have lost my mind. I would have lost my mind. And that put people in depression sometimes because they don't know
Yeah.
who they are. But see,
Yes.
and I just had to, like, I had to go and pray. I had to go in my little
Come
closet,
on
like
to the
my best friend
closet.
say. Yeah, I had to go. I had to go and
Yeah.
just be like, Lord, why? Why not me? I wanted to do this.
Yeah.
So I would tell your ladies in the Huntsville area, Alabama area, or even the South, You have
Yes.
the southern regions because you have to
Hmm.
know your hubs. You got to know your
Come on.
fashion hubs because
Come
you
on.
have to do research before you get into this. You can't
Hmm.
just say you take pretty pictures and think you a model because it ain't right. It's not. It's not. It's not. You have
Girl,
to
you
do
almost made me
research.
snatch off my ponytail. Go ahead.
Baby, let me tell you, baby, when I tell you it's a lot of work and people think nobody pulled you because you're not pretty or it's not because you're not pretty, it's not because you don't have a look, it's what do you have beyond that look. You
Come
know
on.
what I'm saying? And if you know what you how to do, if you know how to go beyond that look, then you could market yourself somewhere else. You don't have to
Come
be
on.
where the people talk to you and depict you in, oh, by the way, this and that. I've been, oh, by the way, girls too. I've been at a top fashion show and they thought I was a makeup artist.
Baby, when I tell you that happened to me in Atlanta
Hmm.
and I cry, friend,
It hurts.
what?
Hmm.
And the designer, as a matter of fact, the designer is a well-known
Hmm.
designer now. Like she up there
Mhm,
now.
mhm,
But she only did petite, like the
mhm,
standard size models. And to this day, it still kind of digs at me because she was plus size.
mhm,
And you sat there and allowed these girls to say this to me. And it kind of was like, I'm gonna laugh at her so they don't say nothing to me. So they can't really say nothing to me because I hired them. But I don't want them to say nothing after. So
mhm.
I'm gonna kiki with them about you because the attention is on you instead of mm-mm. I
Yeah,
just, you know. But
yeah,
let's get off of that because baby, I would go on a tangent about
yeah,
that one.
yeah, yeah.
And ain't nobody got time for that.
No,
But
okay.
I'm so glad that you said this, and I'm so glad. Hey Marcy, hey everybody, hey Monique, hey Mackenzie. I'm so glad that you said this
Mhm,
because unfortunately, a lot of aspiring models, and I know you have this too, a
mhm,
lot of aspiring models come in to this industry. They just want that title so bad of model. They have these weird assumptions of what a model is, and
mhm,
they how much you paying me? And I'm just like, friend, you don't have the resume for anybody to pay you yet. I understand hair and makeup and all of that, but if you're in productions that do your hair and makeup, what really you're supposed to already have your undergarments, you're
mhm,
supposed to already have your shoes. So what am
mhm,
I paying for?
mhm, mhm.
Now, if you are that girl, you absolutely get a check.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
absolutely get a check.
yeah.
But I'm so glad that we're having that conversation so that they understand the other side of the reality of what we really, really
Go through.
have to
Yeah.
go through, because they're not picking you up out of the mall from that model agency thing that says, hey, and they say it to everybody, hey, you've got the look.
Got the look.
Yeah, you've got that.
Oh,
And
I
they
can see it
immediately
now.
think, yes. And they
Picture.
immediately think they're going to get flown out to all of these, overseas. And I got to get my passport and this, then. Baby, you got to start from the bottom and work your way up like every single other model.
Yes, you
It
do.
happens. So I don't think that they here want to know the other side of it, because it's an
Mhm.
ugly, ugly side
It
of
is.
modeling.
It is. And you have to know you have to do research. It's a
Yes.
lot of stuff. You have to do research, research, research. And that's what I have my business with researching. I teach
Mhm.
excuse me, I have a class where I teach teach aspiring models to get on track with a brand. So
Mhm.
with that, but like what you were saying a few minutes ago, it takes a lot. I have I have a client, and she may say something, may not, but I'm not gonna say her name. But
Okay.
I have a client who I've been working with like a year or so, and I've seen her grow from like an amateurish to like she could get booked right now. And
Okay.
I'm so proud of her. But we had it out the other day. She's like, I want to be a model. I am why everybody referring to me as an influencer or this and that. I'm like, baby, you get paid to be an influencer slash model
Hello.
before you get paid to be a model. So let's talk about that. And so she was like, and I said, yes, you could get paid. You get paid. You could put your price, name your price for influencer. Now, yes, model too, yes, but right
Yes.
now she has a title of an influencer. This
Mhm.
and that. And she could sell stuff. She good. She don't like selling stuff, but you don't have to. Just put it on and
Yes.
still influencing. It's about a title. I told her, say stop with the titles. We trying to
Yeah.
get you paid. What contract you gonna get? It's not about the title. Don't get caught up with titles
Come
because
on,
titles make or break you. You know what I'm saying?
baby.
People look at you this way, let them look at you that way. But if not, um, it's okay. Long wherever the money go, wherever you gonna collect your coins, that's where you go. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
Cornish.
And with class and respect.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
It's about the coinage, ladies. And one of the things I'm so glad to be talking to another model coach
Hmm.
because I don't think I don't think a lot of our girls come in
Hmm.
understanding it's more to life than runway. I'm gonna say that again. It is more to this life and
Way
this
more.
industry than runway. Runway doesn't pay you. It
Mm-mm.
doesn't pay.
Mm.
You want money, coins, coinage. You got to
Yep.
get in, you got to be more than, you got to know how to take a picture. You got to know how to speak well. You have to know what hosting job. There's so many things you could be in this industry besides a runway model.
Yes.
There's
It's a
so
lot.
many things.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And they don't realize that. They don't. A lot of people don't realize that. But like, well, I thought that's just because you could be seen. But if
Yeah.
if your designer not paying you, you really ain't gonna get paid. If your designer not paying you, not we have some where your designer. Well, I mean, you work for a good group. Designers
Okay.
will pay their models, but you have to be earned it. Like it's not gonna be like I don't know you. You have to put in your footwork. You
That's
like
it.
Ashley Graham. I remember when Ashley Graham made it. You remember that?
Yes, I
Ashley
remember.
Graham made it. And for y'all who don't know who Ashley Graham is, that's why you got to do your research. Go look her up.
Research.
Go research Ashley Graham. Now, Ashley Graham, when she first started, she started in runway. She started in runway, and she was on the I call it the chicken circuit, where you go
The
to everywhere.
chitlin circuit,
You get up,
yes.
you go to everybody's show, you and this and that, and she worked
Mhm.
her way up. But she told me, I mean not me, but she told the audience where I listened to her interview, it took her 10 years to get there.
Come on.
It took her 10 years. On her 10th year, that's when she blew up. But during that time, and people say nowadays, depending on the age range, you're like, I ain't got no 10 years to be doing all this. It's not, it's the love for it. It's the
That's
love, it's the
it.
passion. If you determined to be something, you're
Come
gonna
on.
stick with it. You're
That's
not
it.
gonna quit just because it didn't feel right or because you ain't do this. Like I say, modeling is an expensive hobby. I mean,
Oh,
it's an investment or expensive hobby.
but
So
baby.
as you start developing yourself, you should know what you need already, and
Yes,
how you can propose yourself to someone else. You don't have to be an agency model
that's it.
to get paid. And I'm not an agency model, and I get paid when I do stuff. I took my brand. Like now I help, like I say, I help models brand themselves. And by
Right.
branding themselves, it's not just model coaching. I teach you the marketing side of it, like
Come on.
how to brand yourself. Stop if you're not getting paid to do lingerie, why you got your butt out? Because you ain't getting paid for it. People just looking at you. Get paid. Get paid if you gonna do. I ain't knocking the ones who got, I'm not talking about your shape, sizes, but I'm
You
not
got
talking
to
about.
get the coin though.
So like,
Otherwise, you're
mm-hmm,
going to get stuck in that box and
yep,
they're always going to assume
that you
that
gonna,
you're that type
yep,
of girl.
yep,
And I don't know why. It's really bad for our plus girls. It's
hmm,
really
really,
bad
really
with
bad.
our
Yep.
plus girls because y'all don't have to do it. You
Mm-mm.
don't have to. And then when you give them the reasoning why, like you're not getting paid for this, you're gonna get caught stuck in the box and blah blah blah. Then they say, I love myself. I'm just showing you that I love myself. I love myself too. With this dress on, with
Yep.
a parka on. If
Yep.
you truly love yourself, you would know you don't have to do all that extra. You don't have to prove it to nobody. You
Yep.
don't have to prove it by doing that.
Yep.
You don't have to prove it. The way you
Right.
prove it is living your life,
Mm-hmm.
getting your coin, and not having to answer or feel like you have to answer to somebody or you have to put yourself. It drives me. There are some photographers.
Oh Lord. Now you put you better pull this out. Don't have me pull these crochets out here.
So
I know.
we just gonna have to talk to y'all. Like real talk. We just gonna have to talk about it.
Yep.
There are some photographers who will only shoot you in lingerie.
Mm-hmm.
That's their focus. That's their niche, their gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
You're being played.
Mm-hmm.
They are using you 100%. And you, I love you. We love you, but you're being a fool.
Yep.
You are being used for somebody else's pleasure. Baby, I remember when I first started, there was this guy and he had this model group and all of this stuff on Facebook. He had thousands of girls in there. And he was from Florida. Thousands of girls in there. And every time one of these girls went to shoot with him, they had to be half naked or completely nude.
Oh, you slept
That
with
was,
me because I know who you're talking about. Oh, I put my hand over my head. I remember that. I remember that. Oh, do I remember?
and he then
Uh,
turned around and sued the girls who talked about it later.
oh, I know that.
He literally sued them for
Wow.
defamation of character. You shouldn't have been there to begin with, baby.
Shouldn't have been now. Correct. Correct.
You should not have been there.
Yep.
So let's get into some do's and don'ts for them.
Okay.
What are some major don'ts with them when it's dealing with photography? What are some of your major? Give me 5 of your major don'ts.
Number one. Okay, I do 5. Okay,
Okay.
5. My first one. Don't sleep with the photographer. The end. Let me. Okay. Don't
Okay,
sleep
God
with the
bless
photographer.
you. Good night. We'll see y'all later.
Look, don't sleep with the photographer. But another thing is, ask the photographer what kind of photographer is he. What kind of photographer are you? Are you an events photographer? Or are you
Okay.
a portrait photographer? What's your favorite shooting? I always ask photographers, hey, what you love to shoot?
Can
If
I
they
see your
say model,
portfolio?
mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Do you have your website up? And just say, hey, do you have this? And it's okay to ask questions because you're gonna be paying him. He needs your services,
Absolutely.
so you need that. I have like sometimes I ask photographers, hey, what's your favorite type of shooting? If you tell me weddings, why am I going to you for a model shoot? If you like weddings, because one, you're not gonna have the right lighting.
You gonna have me
Two,
drunk. You
baby,
gonna have me drunk. I'm gonna drink every time you
I
say
mean,
something good.
bro. Be like Alpha Bravo. Like, but anyway, so no, but if you have to see what kind of photographer. First, you need to look them up. Just because somebody
Absolutely.
say they shot with him for $50 does not mean that you for have to shoot for him. Sometimes you gotta invest in yourself. You
They
gotta
got
invest in
$50 of work.
you got 50. Then you mad because you didn't get your pictures. Okay. Actually, that we doing don'ts. Ask your I'm gonna have to say a do. So I would suggest to ask your photographer what's the turnaround time for my pictures, because a
Ah,
lot of photographers will shoot you, pay your $200-300 for a photo
mhm.
shoot, and you do not get your pictures. Or I've seen this one. He had worked with one. This guy worked with one of my clients, my other clients, and she paid him. Great shoot. He did great editing, but he gave her the pictures he thought he wanted. She didn't get to select her pictures. Yes, ma'am. And then
Excuse
when
you?
she got ready to contact him and say, "Hey, girl, he ghosted her." Yeah, so either the photographer world can be tricky. Now, they are a lot of credible photographers out there, and they are
Absolutely.
some out there. We're not saying every photographer are bad. No, we not. This not a
No,
beat up on
absolutely not.
photographers, but we're trying to teach you to not make the same mistakes that us or people that we know have made. That's the bottom
Absolutely.
line. Point blank. Period. It's just what we not hurt my sister, but help my sister. And
Come.
by helping you,
Whew.
it's by letting you know the experiences, and it doesn't do nothing but repeat itself. It
Come
repeats
on.
itself.
Because one, nobody wants to talk about the
Yep.
bad stuff. Everybody wants to give you the good stuff in modeling. Oh, I took a photo. I had a photo shoot. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Did you though? Did you really?
Right, right. And so that's the thing. People got to
Well, I
realize
got a
that.
don't in that, sister,
Okay,
because
go.
you brought up something that we touched on it the last time we talked, but
Okay.
I gotta say it.
Hmm.
Don't go to these photo shoots by yourself at 11 o'clock at night to somewhere you don't know.
Lord, that's
Don't.
dangerous.
That's common sense.
They got people that really do that. Lord, have mercy.
Yes, I have had a friend who was raped by a man with a camera. He was not a photographer. A man with
Mhm.
a camera.
Wow.
And then there was one girl on social media years ago
Hmm.
that ended. She had her life taken
Mm.
because she went somewhere. Y'all can't
Yeah.
just. You got to research
You
these
gotta research.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to. And if they can only shoot you at 11 p.m.,
Next day or never. Can't do
find
it
somebody
daytime.
find somebody else to do it, friend.
I wouldn't even go with nobody because it's something called sex trafficking, and it's real out there. Sex trafficking. Now,
Very
y'all
real.
think, I'm a big girl, ain't no gonna happen to me. But if you got more than one male or, stronger people than you, sometimes you could be outnumbered. So you have to use your brain. Don't be just on your phone. You just every
Hmm.
time you look, you on your phone and not paying attention to your
That's it.
surroundings.
That's it.
You know,
That's
you
it.
the world too crazy right now, and you have to be able to be smart about it by not being in
Hmm.
your phone, looking on IG and whatever social media
Yeah.
platforms.
You at work.
Because you're
Turn that
waiting.
phone off.
Right, you at work. I don't care if you paying for a shoot or you not paying for a shoot, you're still working.
Working. Okay,
Because
I'm
we all
sorry. I just had to throw
yeah,
that
that's
that
okay.
one in there.
That's okay. I don't know what number I hit, but I know I hit a few.
Uh-huh.
I mean, but yeah, it's just true. It's just being with a photographer, do your research. Doing your research is by asking him his websites,
Hmm.
see his work. What kind of image are you going for? What kind of photo shoot you doing?
That's
Ask him.
it.
If you have a vision, ask him, can he help you with the vision? Or he or she can help you with that vision of that photo shoot. Um, you know, keep it professional. Sometimes they may flirt with you, Yeah, keep it cordial and keep it moving. You know,
However, however, you
keep
are
it.
not there for all of that. You are
No.
there for a shoot.
Hmm. You there to work, and that's the thing that y'all have to get. And so, but you thinking that I mean, the do's and don'ts is something that we learned the hard way. You know,
Hmm.
we learned the hard way. But I was smart with a photographer. I done had some crazy editing and stuff like that. Ask them how do they edit. You pay attention. Yeah, I've had some crazy edits. My first edit, my photographer changed my eyes to gray, hazel.
This cartoon character stuff that I'm seeing now, why does everybody look so you okay?
Everybody is an AI. you know, and that's not right. You don't suppose you don't have to look like that. And you know, some photographers, and I worked with this also. With one of my clients, she had a photographer that made a mistake, but I don't know if they made a mistake, but from their vision, when they're editing your stuff, they could make you smaller than what you really are. So I'll be like, well, okay, I'm a good 14, 16. I'm a good 16 right now, pushing 18. Shahida, right? If I go take a photo shoot and I get my pictures and I look like I'm a size 10, where I'm gonna use some pictures at? If
Because you
somebody,
got to still show up as you.
hello, somebody, you have to show up as yourself. So you may look good, but baby, if you're not that size 8 or 10,
And they booked you for 8 or 10, and you show up twice that,
yeah,
goodbye.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that's one thing. Check how they edit stuff, and if they
Yeah.
edit you and you don't look like yourself, tell them I need my original. You know, and
Thank
tell
you.
them, and it's
Please and
okay.
thank you.
Yeah, just it's okay to ask, but closed mouths don't get fed either. You know,
Okay.
and I don't know about this. I know a lot of photographers want their money up front, but I feel like if they need to do something about this because they be wanting their money up front. But if you don't give me your money up front, like if I give you my money up front, I want my pictures. So we have to have some kind of come to Jesus meeting or a kumbaya session,
Come
something
on.
where I can know to get my pictures. I've seen so many people that done got messed over spending a couple of $100 of investment, and it be like for what, you know? They done messed over these people. You know,
It's
so
too
those are
much.
my do's and don'ts for photographers. There's probably some more out there. It might come up soon, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a whole session with
whole
a whole bunch of us and just go in about the stuff
right,
that they don't understand.
right.
Um, and when we're telling y'all this, if you're taking it to heart and you're taking it personal, like we're attacking you, this
Mm-hmm,
ain't the field for you. This
mm-hmm,
this is not where you need to be,
mm-hmm,
because this industry is going to do that to you.
mm-hmm.
We're telling you, speaking to you out of love, literally
Yeah.
speaking to you with love, with respect. Some of these people, baby, some of these people will drag you for blood. you
Mm-hmm.
you got to have thick skin. You
You do.
got to be able to take constructive criticism. You got to
Mm-hmm.
be able, it's nothing wrong with humbling yourself just a little bit to understand, pay attention to the people that's already been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen to what they have already been through. They're telling you these stories. We're telling you these stories because
Mm-hmm.
we have been there or we'll watch somebody else go through it. And
Right.
we don't want you to make the same mistake.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
That's right.
want you paying to be on somebody's magazine.
Let's stop there.
$1,500 to be on the cover. That's not how it works.
And do you ever see the doggone magazine somewhere else besides online? Okay. Hey, do you ever see the magazine somewhere else besides online? If they may be nice and print you one and send it to you, for that may be your copy, but I don't see it nowhere else, my love. Yeah, yeah. And you don't have to do that to be seen. You
You
don't have to
don't.
do that to be seen. If you're gonna be in the model thing, look, I tell you, I've been like not featured in Essence, but I've been spotted in Essence magazine before. Um I've been in a couple of other magazines. I've been in for Chic magazine.
Mm-hmm.
She's out of Baton Rouge. She does a lot of model stuff. And I've been in it's been a couple of other. I be thinking like what I've done it, my accolades, I be forgetting
Yeah,
them
we got to
sometimes.
write them down, friend. We got
Yeah,
to write them down.
I have to. I have to have a model resume because I literally be forgetting sometimes. Um, but you go a lot of times we go and just want to have that urge to be seen just to say I'm a
Mm-hmm.
model.
Yep.
I seen on Instagram they had a model magazine and they was charging what 500, but they charge you also for the photo shoot.
Uh-huh.
But then they consider to put you in the magazine.
Read the fine print. Read the
That's
fine
one.
print.
That's one. But you've been paid for your slot, but it ain't guaranteed that you're gonna get in that slot. And then you paying for it, but who is the audience? Who gonna see it? Is it a
Nobody but you and your family.
hello somebody? Is it a printed
That and
copy?
they gotta buy it. And so do you. You
Is
gotta
it a
pay for that subscription.
is it a
Be
printed
real
copy?
with it.
I know one of my clients, she had, and I teach them, like,
Hmm.
sometimes, I can't tell you everything. I can lead you to the water, can't make you drink it, okay,
There you
let's
go.
get that right. But during that time, like, she paid for a shoot, and when she paid for the shoot, um she was excited because it was like, oh, like, she thought she was on the cover. They made a cover. They made a magazine cover. Only when you went on social media, all we saw was skinny girls. They didn't even acknowledge her. So I let her know that you see that this fake, right? You see this. They have these
I can
people
make a
that
magazine cover on Canva. I
hello
do it all
somebody.
the time.
Because that's what they do. They put it on Canva and they make it. It's a template, but it's just the fact to be on seen on somebody else's platform. I get it. You want to be seen on other people's platform, but you do not have to pay to be in a magazine publication.
Absolutely not.
It's so many layers to modeling that when you see on the commercial, y'all, you see on a TV commercial, that's modeling.
Mm-hmm.
That's modeling, y'all. So you have to do your research. You got to see what you like to do. They have hand models. They got hair
Thank
models.
you. Feet.
They got feet models. You know what I'm saying? They have every kind of thing. They have beauty models.
That's
They
it.
have people that just for your eyes, just for your
That's it.
nose, for your lip. They have models and they have people that's gonna pay. It's not all about fashion. We love fashion, but
Awesome.
if you want to get your coins, they have other opportunities. Go to different boutiques. That's what I teach people. I be like, look, you got to get my course to be knowing how to do all this other
Okay,
stuff.
come
But
on.
but it's just like I teach to think. It's a business. It's a business.
Yes.
Yes, runway is great in the beginning. Yes, runway is great. That's how I
We love
started.
it.
Yeah.
However,
However,
what do you do with like me? I can't walk in heels anymore. My doctor
you
said put on a pair of heels if you want to. Go ahead.
need-
Now what am I supposed to do? But the history that I have, the resume that I built, led me to become an actress
Mhm.
and be in a doggone network series.
Hello,
Me.
somebody. Yes, yes.
I never acted a day in my life, but because they have seen the work that I have put in, he was like, I've been watching you. You've been watching who? For what?
Me?
To do what? What you talking about?
Yeah, what you talking about, Willis? Right, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
there are so many other things that you can do in this industry, and you need to be doing good work, not just busy work. Because that busy work, you always got to be at every single solitary fashion show that come your way. When do you level up?
I did it. I'm guilty of it. I was in so much.
You.
I did it. I was in it.
We have all done it. But at what point? I distinctly remember Mama saying, "You did that 3 times already. Enough. You gonna up it or what?"
Mhm.
And that's why I'm so thankful for Mama. Y'all hear us
Yes.
call her Mama. She is our Mama for real,
Yeah, I call her
like in
mom.
real
Yeah.
life, because she will call us. She will pull up on us. Child, listen. I will
Yeah.
about Linda Scott.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
we rolling down the hill about that one. We're down the hill. But listen, if she didn't tell me these things, I would have never known. You got to have somebody in your life who's already been where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
got to, because these women are, and men, the Barry will tell you the same thing. These people have already been where you're trying to go, and they did it when there was no social media.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now in social media, right now I could comment on Will Smith stuff and he comment back to me. That 6 degrees of separation is gone. They had to get it in the mud back
Yeah.
in the day.
Right.
So those are the people that you need to be showing the respect to. Those are the people that you need to be listening to. True. They have not, maybe they have not caught up with social media, but baby, nothing works harder. Nothing works better to me than guerrilla marketing.
Mm-hmm.
You getting in that street and letting people know who you are and doing the work.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
they know. Their work ethic is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yours needs to be that as well. If you
Mm-hmm.
just gonna be out here just, just to flip your hair and say, I have a fashion show next week.
That's not getting paid. Okay.
A fashion show that you have to supply your own clothes for. You have to do your own hair and your own makeup, show up makeup ready. Does that sound familiar to any of you? That's not how it works, friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna get you flued out.
Nope. Sure not. Sure not.
It's just not.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
And
sister,
it's
before we get too deep into this, because we're
mhm.
already at 8:45, and I can't believe we done
All
this
right. I
this
know.
hour
Well,
has
we
flown
can talk.
by.
We can talk. We can talk. We can talk.
So enough. Please tell them before we do any of this. If y'all have any questions, put them in the chat box right now. We will answer as many as we can before this time runs out. But
Yeah.
sister, please let them know where they can find you, where they can follow you, where they can become a client of yours.
Okay. Well, if you right now, well, I'm gonna tell you this. Basically, I am on social media. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, and I'm also on LinkedIn.
Yes.
And it's all under I am Shahida. I am Shahida is IAS Image Consultant. That's what that means. That's my brand. My brand is IASImageConsulting.com.
Mhm.
So you can reach me there. You also can DM me on Facebook or Instagram, which is I am Shahida. DM me. And so right now I'm running a special, end of the summer special for is my prices are going to increase probably in September, but
Mhm.
like I'm doing my last of my you know sort of my little specials
You better
because I
get in
keep
where you fit in.
yes, I have a model program which is a 12-week program where I work with you on branding yourself. Like
Mhm.
who are you? What is your brand as a model, as a as a fashion designer in any industry. It doesn't have to be fashion industry, but if you have a
Mhm.
small business and you don't know how to start or how you should look, how you should carry yourself, what your social
Mhm.
media should look like. Um what colors you should wear, what brings you
Ooh,
out, what hairstyles you need, or
come on.
what works for you, what don't. That's what I teach. So I work with a person for 12 weeks to develop
Mhm.
yourself, to develop your brand. It's your brand, personal and professional branding. And so if you DM me what is keys to success? It's keys to success. That's my package that we offering right now. And so
Mhm.
I'll provide you the information, booking link, and a free consultation. So I give everybody a free consultation, like a 20-minute consultation to tell me about yourself and things like that. Now I don't work with everybody. I have learned, I tried. That didn't work. That didn't work because you can't. I can lead you to the water, can't make you drink it. So I can't work with everybody, but I try my best to help. I travel too. I travel. So as an image consultant, people say, "What is an image consultant?" Well, image consultant teaches you about how to elevate yourself. Let me
Mm.
upgrade you. That's why I say, like, my theme song need to be Beyonce. Let me upgrade you. But
Absolutely.
it's just to make you feel good and look good. When you look good and you feel good about yourself, you're more productive. You do good.
Come on.
You smile more. You're happy more. I ain't saying everything gonna be perfect, no. But what I'm
No.
saying is you elevate yourself and there's a certain confidence you get. You start to feel secure with what you want to do and your goals. And I work with you to seal those goals and we accomplish those goals. So like I say, if you're interested or just want to know a little bit more and how I can help you, make sure you reach out to me social media, IAS imageconsulting.com. And they have it where you could book, register. So that's what I offer. I do other stuff too, child, but that's the main thing
She do it
what I
all.
do. Yes, and so I teach you how to get into the field. You know, a lot of people, but investing in yourself is a major thing. So, and my packages are affordable. I offer afterpay and I offer payment plans. So
Look at
it's
that.
it's no way that you can say, "Oh, I can't afford it," because when I was trying to invest in myself, them classes was a little pricey. Like I was trying to hop back. I had, when I had my daughter, I had stopped for a little bit, and I
Mm-hmm.
tried to get back in, like playing double dutch. It's like 1, 2, 3, jump in. And
Yep.
like when I jumped in, I was like, wait, wait, wait. So I felt I needed a model coach at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. But
Come on.
it was some things I didn't know. It was some things I didn't know. I'm never gonna say, "Oh, Shahida know everything," because I don't. It's always something. The industry is always growing, y'all, and y'all have to understand
Absolutely.
that. So some things may be in, some things may be in, but may not be in. But you have to, like Dion was saying, you have to be able to know who was before you and what
Yes.
worked and what didn't.
That's it. It's time. It saves you time.
It does. It does.
At the end of the day, it's saving you time. Everybody wants it microwaved. Well, if you want it you want it to get quicker, then go back and find out what they did wrong and what
Yep.
they did right.
That's it. That's it. That's really the thing of it. It's like what you did wrong. How can we fix it? How I won't go down that road.
That's it.
You
That's
know,
it.
because
That's,
I teach young women like if you want to go after agencies, I can
mhm.
show you how to do it. I got in a couple of doors, but when I realized that's what I didn't want, I didn't want it.
Mhm.
When they told me my hair was too short, I didn't want it. But I had to
Yeah.
look a certain way. I didn't know if that's what I wanted. You
Yeah.
know, you gotta be a certain size. I've asked plenty industry models. They have one that she is in New York and she was from Dallas and I followed her. I researched models, like
Come on.
commercial models. That's who I know. I can go into Ashley Stewart. I can go into Lane Bryant. I could go to Target and know these girls' name on the
And say,
billboard.
"Oh, I know her. She on
I
my
can do that.
Facebook page. I
I can
follow
do
her.
it. I can do it.
Definitely.
Because I had to research how did you get here. I've talked to them. Sometimes you can talk to them. They'll speak back. They'll talk to you back. They're human, you know. And
Come.
and so it's okay to just to reach out, but
Yes.
you have to learn how to get into it. You could get into it just looks ain't gonna be everything, and you don't keep your looks for long. So
Time. If I hear one more time, my grandmama told me I was cute.
oh,
Your grandmama's supposed to tell you you cute. That's her job.
you gonna have me snickling on.
Your grandmother doesn't know anything about this industry. Nothing. Zero. Zip. Zilch. She don't know nothing about this industry. So you being cute to grandma is cute. So are puppies. Baby, you got to know how to do it. You got to
Mm-hmm.
know how to flip your look when they say flip your look. You got to
Mm-hmm.
know how. Grandmama can't say nothing to you. Baby, why you doing all that? I need some of these grandmamas to get online and see y'all naked and
Mm-hmm.
say, baby, grandma didn't raise you like that, and she didn't, so stop doing it. I'm a fuss. I
Yep.
am. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's facts. You just facts. You
Sometimes you
just
got to
facts.
do it.
Yeah, and they people do anything now. We live in a world of likes and follows. Likes and
It
follow.
ain't good news.
I got my daughter a social media page, right? She asked me,
Mm-hmm.
'cause she begged me to model. She said, "Mama, I just want to do runway." I never pushed fashion on her at all. But she
Mm-hmm.
asked me, so I had it where she was able to debut her little runway show a few weeks ago, and
Mm-hmm.
so I got her IG. And so, and it's only to keep up with her portfolio. It's not,
Yeah.
and her she has a big, big personality. And
Yes.
so just to keep up with it, because she believes she's gonna be a YouTuber and get her first $10,000.
I'm not
I'm
mad at that.
mad at her. I'm not mad
I'm
at her.
not mad at that,
She's
friend. Go
sick.
for your
That's
money,
what
honey.
exactly. So
Sis about her coins already.
yes, she said she getting her first 10 grand. She said, I'm getting my first $10,000. Okay, fine. But when I talked to her today, because I'm out of town right now, and I talked to her
Mm-hmm.
and I said, baby, I said, "Did you see?" I did her reel, and I said, "Did you see it?" She's like, "Yeah," and she say, "How many followers I got?" I said, "Well, we gonna stop right there. We not talking about
Yeah.
well, how many likes I got." I said, "I'm not gonna talk to you about either one of them." I said, "And if you
Mm.
keep talking to me,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
close
it
it out,
down.
take it down, because I don't want her to start thinking that she's
Yeah.
not good enough because of a like.
Yes.
She's
Of
not
course
good
it's
enough
not.
because of who following her. She don't even
Because
know
of
she's
people who don't know this industry.
she's 6, and I'm like, you can't have that mentality already. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I can do. I'm a limit it. But she didn't even know I had told her she didn't know she had a social media face. But as soon as she found out, she was like, "How many likes I got? How many followers I got?"
Hmm.
No, and that's the same thing for y'all. Y'all don't have to go and do every single thing just for a like. You can't go to my Instagram and say, "Okay, Miss Shahida got like what? I may have 2.4K model 1,000 followers, right? That's
Hmm.
one, I don't be on Instagram a lot like I do
Hmm.
Facebook. But two, only reason why don't you can't tell me who I don't know and who I don't network with just because I have low follow. You know what I'm saying? My followers not this and that. I had the algorithms. I had some issues with the algorithms, but
Hmm.
you can't tell me who I know and how to network because
Come
of my
on.
numbers. You got to
That's the
network.
word.
You got to know how to network
That's
outside
the
of social
word.
media. Outside of social media, you got to know how
But
to network.
and I will be honest with y'all and tell y'all I am a super homebody.
Mhm.
You're not gonna see me out much.
Mhm.
I don't like crowds. I don't like people. I just I have anxiety.
Mhm.
That's something that's in me
Mhm.
that I'm working on because I went out for an event for my first time last weekend and I'm so very proud of myself. I went to a rooftop all white party. I
Okay.
ain't never been to a rooftop nothing, all
Really?
white nothing except for mama's. But
Mhm.
we were there for a show. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you have got, I'm working on it. I've been in this game since I was 15 years old.
Mm.
I still have stuff that I have to work on.
Yeah, we all do.
This is always evolving. There's always something that you can do to better yourself, to better your career. I'm doing another fashion show. But before I did it,
Mhm.
I said, okay, listen, let me be real with me. The way I was doing it, it was working, but it wasn't working.
Mm.
So I had to go and find some classes. I went and sat my butt at somebody's feet and
Mhm.
learned from them.
How to do
Someone
it.
who does successful this and that.
Mhm.
We're always, all of us are still learning. I teach mama social media.
Mhm. Mhm.
She doesn't know all of that. She know all of this model stuff, but she don't
Mhm.
know this social media stuff.
Mhm.
She forever calling me saying, baby, how I do this? Okay, walk me through it.
Mhm.
Exactly. And
Mhm.
mama's been doing this since the 80s.
Yep.
I was born in 75.
Mhm.
You have to be able to be humble enough to learn something from somebody
You
else.
do.
You
You
got
do.
to. And do we know it all? She just told you. No,
Mhm.
we absolutely do not know it all. But we know
Mhm.
somebody who will have an answer.
That part. That part. I know somebody that knows somebody. I guarantee
I
you
know
that.
that part because we network, even if it's through social media.
Yep. Don't be afraid.
How did I get Lyrics to come here to
Oh,
Huntsville?
bro. And that's
I
one of my
stalked
other.
her. I did. I'm not going to tell you no lie. I did. I did.
Right, 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 right. That's all
She
right.
didn't call the police. She said, you know what? You might be on to something here. I'm gonna come down there. What? Tracy Stern. Tracy Stern has been modeling since 91, 92,
Mhm.
before social media. How I get that woman to come down here and judge my casting call?
Mm. Mm.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So who you know? So
It's
who
who
you
you
know?
know. You got to get out here and talk to these people. And if it have to, you have to look like you a groupie. Okay.
Mhm.
So what?
Mhm. I
Do
know.
what you got to do, baby.
Yeah. You do what you have to do, and but you do it respectfully, of course. You
Absolutely.
do it
Like I said,
respectfully.
Larry didn't take me to jail. She didn't stop.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
in no
you do.
bushes or nothing.
Yeah. I mean, but I've done her and the other girl too. Like I reach out to them, hey, how you doing? And sometimes
Mhm.
it's just a hey, how you doing? You never know that hey, how you doing can get you booked one day because they can't do it or they can't find somebody that fit the aesthetics that they're looking for. Just a hey, how
Baby.
you doing? Hey, but you got to know who the people are first, because
That
people
part.
may not even know who Lyrics Cross is, and you be like, how you don't know? You may not know. What's that girl named Precious Lee? You know what I'm saying? You may not know
How
them.
you don't know? Drake made a song about her. How you don't know?
They, they be like, who that is?
Do y'all? Yeah, I tell models all the time. Do you follow Divorce Story? Do you know her story?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how she booked? She is on a freaking Cream of Nature box. She's
I'm
on the
so
freaking
proud.
Cream of Nature billboard.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your money is.
Mm-hmm.
Every time she posts something, she posts a session with her doing a photo shoot. I tell y'all, class is in session
Mm-hmm.
because every video that, excuse me, every video that she posts, it's a pose class. Just just go back and look. About she's showing you how she trends quickly and how the photographer has to motivate and move with her because she's controlling the room with this, that, and the it's a lot. Y'all gotta learn, and
It
you
is.
gotta be
It is.
humble enough to learn it. That's why I tell people I'm not the coach's coach. I'm your first line
Mm-hmm.
of defense, baby. I'm gonna teach
Mm-hmm.
you the basics,
The
the
basics.
very
Yep.
basics, because you can't go to these people and they're expecting you to have a certain level of knowledge in this industry. That's what lets people know you're serious.
Yep.
That's why people
Yep.
take you serious.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not taking yourself serious, why do you expect me to? Why
Mm-hmm.
do you expect Shahida to? She just told you she don't work with everybody because you can't do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
can't you can't do it no more. People will come in, you will teach them what they need to know, and then they go and do the exact opposite of what you taught them, and then come and blame you because you taught me this, you didn't execute it the way I told you to. You did it your way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So as my niece says, what did you learn? This on you. So you
Yep.
have to be able to humble yourself and learn from somebody. Nobody's trying to make a fool of you.
Right.
Nobody is trying to belittle you. That's not what this is.
No.
There
No.
are some people who will, but that's not what this is.
Yeah.
We
It's
want
not
y'all to
about.
really, really make it.
Yeah, yeah. I'd be happy. Like some of my clients who I've seen, like I've seen them grow, I'd be happy just to see them grow. And another thing, being in the South,
Absolutely.
being in the southern regions, that we're not fashion hubs down here. We could try, we could
Mm-mm.
keep going. I believe it'll change eventually, but we don't have it. So you have to stand out,
No.
but you have to stand out with quality
Come on.
over quantity.
Come
You have to
on.
stand out with quality over quantity. You can't be going over just because somebody don't like your post, or you feel that they feel that you ugly or whatever, or not attractive, da da da. You have to go off of what you believe and who you believe in.
Okay.
And if you can't do that, then you're in the wrong business. You have to have a tough skin because you have to know where you want to go. You
That's
want to
it.
go. You know what I'm saying? I done had people say, "Oh, she too dark. Oh, her breast too big." She I done had all kinds of stuff. Her hair. I done had all kinds of stuff, y'all. I promise you, I have. But guess what? I'm still here and I'm still
Okay.
going. And one more thing, I will be
Mm-hmm.
walking in Milan Fashion Week this year. I am walking Grayson Milan Fashion Week this year. I am be
Oh,
international in Milan Fashion Week
come on,
in
friend.
September. In September, I'll be in Milan Fashion Week. So
Do y'all
yes,
hear? Do y'all
yes,
hear?
yep.
Do you see where it can take you? Do
Mm-hmm.
you see? Milan?
Milan. I'm gonna be in
Milan.
Milan. Milan, and it's one of their big shows. It's not one of their like little side shows. It's in a big one of their major shows. It's during their fashion week, And because they have a men, and I had to learn this. They had a men and a women's fashion week. I didn't know. They have men first, and then in September it's for women. It's like the women designers and stuff. So that's another arena that we gonna hop in. Because you don't know. You got culture. You got sizing. Differentiating sizes, like
Mhm.
equality. We got to fight over there too now.
Okay.
I think it was like last year when I was I rocked the runway in New York Fashion Week last year.
Hmm.
And when I did New York Fashion Week, my team that we went with, my group that I went with, um, the heaviest set, I think I'm the largest. It's two other ones. They real tall ladies,
Hmm.
tall models. Um, I'm just 5'9". So, well, 5'9" on paper. I'm about 5'8" and a half.
Come on.
But
You better lift that heel. You better
yeah,
lift that
yeah,
heel.
hello somebody. But but we got, you should see how we got treated behind the stage, behind the
I'm
set.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then now we going into international. So it's like, and then the thing about it is, we are going with a designer. Okay, we going with a designer. Designer is putting our foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? Now
Mhm.
we can go and try out and do, because we're already in the show. But a
Yes.
designer, um, she has her own models. But guess what? If my social media wasn't clean, if me as a
Okay.
model, as a professional model, wasn't straight, if I'm showing my butt, and would I fit her aesthetics? No, she would have looked right past me. She told me. I didn't know her before she met me, but she looked at my social media, and it wasn't about how many followers. It was about my quality.
Quality.
And so that's
Quality.
that's that. And so once you start learning that and believing in yourself, and it's a whole bunch of it to it, but it's worth it.
Mhm.
It's worth it. If you
It's
love
so worth
if you
it.
love fashion, it's like adrenaline rush.
That's
But if
it.
you love it, you
And
go.
then you get a paycheck.
Yes, 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 yes. And so that's the thing. It's like invest in yourself,
Come on.
or you go home. It's like a go hard or go home. That's how I look at it.
Go
And if
hard
you're
or
gonna
go
go if you're
home.
gonna go hard, do the things, do the work. Do the work. It's
That's it.
okay. Everything you're not gonna get paid for right away. You just not. You
That's
just
it.
not. That's
And
the
it's
reality.
okay.
And it's okay.
And
But
get
it's
them
gonna,
people out of your head and out of your circle who
girl,
tell
you
you,
ain't getting
girl,
paid.
that wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be you. You're absolutely right. It
No,
wouldn't be you.
I had to go through that with family. Oh, you ain't got paid yet? They ain't none of your damn doggone business if I got paid. If that's
Okay.
not,
You
it's
said
for
what you
me.
said.
Yeah, I say what I said. You're right. It's like, people be like, oh, you ain't got paid? Why you ain't get paid? I say, well, every artist get paid when they first start? No.
That Cardi B just said she paid $350,000 to be on BET. She Cardi B. She Cardi B. Like, come on, y'all.
Mhm,
Please stop
mhm.
it.
You have to well, put your foot in. You have to do your leg work. You have to put your work
That's
in.
it. That's it.
Whether if you a singer, or artist, whether if you a designer, whether if you're gonna have to do something for free at one point.
All the
But then
time.
one point, once you done did enough, and
That's it.
enough is enough, but when is enough, you'll know. But then you put yourself on a higher
Come on.
level. But
Come on.
you don't have nothing to show for it. How many shows you done be? If you done did all these little small shows, nothing wrong with a small show. Don't get me wrong, but you got to start somewhere. But if you
You
did
got to start somewhere.
like Dion say, if I done did this same show 3 times and ain't nothing come out of it, why are you still doing it? Go
Okay.
put yourself or try for another casting. Go to another show.
That's it.
Go out of state. Leave out of
Get
state.
out of your zip code.
I don't really model at home too much. I
Cause
really
for
don't.
what?
I don't. And
Cause for
unless
what?
it's something of quality. If it's quality, yeah, I do it. But if it's not, if it's just like somebody doing
A
something,
church fashion show? No.
not
Stop
not
it.
I would coordinate a fashion show. I'd be in the background helping, and I tell you when to go, when to not to do this.
That part.
That's a service too. I got.
That's a service. There
That's
you
a
go.
I had to stop because everybody was calling me for the show. Shady, you do this. Shady, you do this. Yeah. But now, Shahidi, you gonna do it? Oh, okay. But my fee is this. I had to because it had to become a business. I had to take everything I know and apply it to a
Come
business.
on. Come on.
So if y'all
Well,
interested, y'all holler at me.
come on now. You better plug. You better plug. Do you see how she plugging herself? That's how
Yes, you
y'all
have
need to be
to.
doing it
You have
too.
to. You have
It's
to.
branding.
That's it.
It's branding.
That's it.
But y'all book her. Book her. That don't come
Yes.
with no foolishness because she done already told you. I
Yes.
ain't taking everybody. And there is a fee attached.
It
You're
is a
going
fee.
to have to pay.
Yes.
Those things are in you get this. I'm gonna leave y'all with this one thing, and I'm gonna be done with it because we already 10 minutes over. Girl, we
Yeah,
can
that's
talk
all right.
forever.
Yes, it can.
But stop paying all of this money for somebody who in the same position as you.
Mm.
Cause I done seen I how do I say this?
Just say it. I been D, I've been the same way. I'm like, I don't wanna.
Cause it's gonna jug somebody, and I'm not trying to jug nobody,
Yeah,
but
not trying to hurt
y'all
you.
gotta stop. Don't come down 3 pegs to pick somebody else up because they having a model class and they ain't never
Model? Or they ain't never been in the industry.
they do church fashion shows and all of a sudden they think they know.
Mm. Mm.
I'm just saying, if you gonna go to if you gonna go to a damn casting call, if you gonna go to a model class, at least let them know. Oh, child, y'all be making my head hurt sending me this. Y'all be making my damn head hurt. Stop, stop associating yourself with every damn body.
Yeah.
If they are not of quality in this industry, and I'm not telling you to knock people, everybody got to start somewhere, but that don't
Yeah.
mean you got to start over with them.
Yes.
If you are already above them, keep going. They'll catch up. And if they don't, that's on them. You got to understand, in this industry, you got to do what's best for you. And going to any and everybody's model call and casting call and being in everybody's fashion show, baby, learn how to sit down somewhere.
Go sit down.
Go sit down somewhere, because being in all of these fashion shows where you're not getting paid, where you're the feature and people are making all of this money off of you, and they're trying to teach you stuff and they're teaching you the wrong stuff because they learning from somebody they watching on Facebook who's also doing it wrong. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
We tell y'all we are the first line of defense. Who the next person? Go to Lyris, go to Devora, go to Tracy, go to Janine. Is it Janine Ferguson?
Yeah.
Go to them. Jenny Ferguson.
Yeah. Jenny.
Miss Nikki Mack.
Mm-hmm. In Atlanta.
Latter-day Saints in Greater Alabama. The woman
At
is right
Atlanta.
there in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Go book her class.
Women's
What
Diva
are you
Day
waiting on?
International. I know you better know your people.
You better know. Do you not know who Linda Scott is?
Yep.
Y'all,
You
come
better
on,
know.
y'all.
You have to know
Come
your
on,
research.
y'all. Come
Nikki,
on. We
Nikki.
didn't, huh?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
We've told y'all so many times the people you need, and everybody is not just because they are skin folk.
Ain't your kinfolk.
Just because it's this don't mean they teaching you right. Go to somebody else. It's just like the same thing. You can't shoot with the same photographer all the time. If you came to my class, now go to Shahida's class.
Mm-hmm.
Then go to Miss Linda's class.
It's gonna be something
then
different
go to
all the
Devorah's
time.
class.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're gonna get different stuff each and every time. Yes, invest in you, but make sure you're investing in the right people. If every time you go to a class, it's the same ratchetness, I'm just gonna say it. Y'all are going to ratchet model coaches who are teaching y'all wrong, who are letting y'all wear these damn beauty supply store shoes in their fashion shows. I'm gonna say what I need to say because y'all are driving me nuts. You're driving me nuts. Auntie, Miss D, Mama D, can I do this? Should I do this? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
No.
Stop doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Oh my God. And
You're
if you
right.
don't do it, After we done told you not to do it, don't send it to us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking nicely because I'm not gonna be nice no more.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all send me this
I know. When you be what you talk about, like with your casting calls and stuff, when you be ever and people be sending all kinds of selfies and stuff, you asking for a comp card, they sending a selfie because it's cute, and then with a filter on there. So that's
I literally had a girl submit to my virtual casting call. She was walking down the street in the middle of a car show at night. Smoke behind her with the cars and all of that. Y'all got to stop sending me this.
I can't see it. We can't see you.
And don't bring sand to the beach. Don't have all these people in your videos with you. You know why? Because
I'm
the
gonna look
girl
at them.
next to you, the girl next to you might be better than you. So now I want to know who she is. What's her name though? You can. What's her name though? The one that's got on the foundation.
Good. We need a part 2.
Part 3. This part 2.
We need a part 3. Yeah, it's so much of stuff that you can learn from us. It's so much of stuff that you could learn from D. It's so much of stuff you could learn from all the names that she just called out right now. I mean, Jenny is in Chicago somewhere. Miss Nikki is in Atlanta. But these are the people. How do I know? Because I did my research. I know them. And once you start in the same circle, you're gonna know who she's talking about. You're gonna know these things, but you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know the quality of these people if you don't sit up there and research.
Come on.
You're not gonna know Maui. Like Maui is in Atlanta. But you're not gonna know them. You're just not. You're not gonna know them. You can say, "Oh, I want to be in their show."
You don't know nothing about District of Curves.
Nothing.
Or what's Mallory's?
Curves of Crusades.
Crusade Curve, that one.
Crusade of Curves, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all got to know these. Those are the shows you need to start focusing on.
Yes. I want to do the one in DC. I had never did that one.
District of Curves.
Yes, I want to do that one.
Speaking about Miss Nikki to the brand. Miss Nikki the brand, yes. Miss Nikki Mac.
Miss Nikki, one word, no period.
One word, no period.
That's how you know when you know somebody.
Exactly.
Let me tell you about
Miss Nikki. She brands the hell out of herself.
Baby, let me tell you, when I was a newbie, and my first fashion show, I had to walk up some stairs, and she said, Miss Nikki say, I know you ain't walking up them stairs like that, like you a Hebrew, like a slave or something. And so she say, no ma'am. And I was like, what? I had to get up the stairs. Shit. Yep. And she said, baby, you gotta glide up the stairs.
Honey.
You gotta glide. And so, baby, every time I have to be on a staircase, I know how to glide up a stair. And I don't care if my knee hurting, my ankle hurt, I know how to glide up a stair.
You better
Thanks to Miss Nikki, the brand.
The brand.
Yes. So I mean, but it's all love. If people really care about you, they're gonna help you in each way. You know what I'm saying? It's different strokes for different folks, but they're gonna help you where you need it at. So,
and then if you don't like the way somebody is speaking, everybody ain't gonna talk to you like us. They're just not.
Yeah.
But take what they're saying, listen to the message. Forget the messenger. Listen to the message. Because one thing I can tell you about Miss Nikki is she rough on you. Oh, baby. She ain't cutting no corners. She ain't finna bite her tongue. But will she get you where you need to be? Absolutely.
Absolutely. You could tell if you wanna what is it, Diva Day International. You could tell.
That's it.
You could tell. And so like I probably was, if I was in that area, I probably would have been a part of her brain, but during that time. But we had Mama, Mama taught us, our Mama Linda, she always taught us. And if you don't do right, I tried to walk, thought I was walking, y'all. And she told me I stepping on roaches.
Honey, I had somebody ask me, was I marching to Zion? I said, ooh. So I would never forget
it. Yeah. I thought I was doing good.
Because you are always fire to people who don't know nothing. When you're in my casting call, I don't even look at your face. I look at your feet.
Yeah. How you
I'm
walk?
looking at your feet.
That's correct. I get it.
So, well, y'all, my computer done shut down. My phone finna shut down. So
Oh,
we are 20 minutes over, as always.
that's
We
all
are
right.
20
That's all
minutes
right.
over. Sister, thank
Yes.
you.
You welcome. Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you.
I appreciate
Absolutely. And we're gonna do it again.
it. Yes.
We are. We're gonna do it
Yes.
again. So if y'all need more information, Shahida, she is I am Shahida. Follow her. Her name
Mm-hmm.
is on up under her picture. Follow her everywhere at I am Shahida.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me. I am Full Figure Fierce. I am Ike Guy Fierce. Also, that's my model team, my model class. Follow all of us everywhere, honey, because we're going to tell you the truth. We're going
Mm-hmm.
to give you the business. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to tell you the truth. And we love you. And I'm just
I
telling
love
y'all right
you.
now, I am in the process of getting my casting call together. You really, 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 really need to be watching everything that I post from this moment on, because I'm giving you the blueprint to getting in my show.
Mm.
Baby, it ain't gonna be no sexy walking. It ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
be none of that. You're gonna have to learn how to walk. I don't want none of that. Listen, you gonna twerk. The people
Trying.
that I'm bringing in, you gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
You're
Heavy
gonna have
hitter.
to do it, or they're gonna send you home.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. I want you to win, and I want you to upgrade. Always,
Mm.
always, always upgrade. And just know, Full Figure Fierce is coming back in 2025 for my 50th birthday. So this
Okay.
one is
Okay.
my way. I've
Mm-hmm.
done it for everybody else and everybody else's way, and tried to. That's why it didn't work, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing it for everybody else. This time
Yeah.
it's mine,
Right. 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 You have
and
to.
mine needs to look like fashion fair. Like what was the shows back in the day? Fashion
Fashion
fair.
fair. Yeah.
Yes, honey. It needs to look like that.
That's all
Those
right.
walks need to. You
Yeah.
need to
Be
glide
straight.
across the runway.
Smooth.
That
Yeah.
choppy. I don't need no horses. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That galloping stuff, y'all can leave that at home. Don't even
No
worry about
stomping on roaches.
it. We're not doing it. I'm just telling you, we're not doing it.
Yes,
Okay.
Lord. Yes, Lord. But I enjoyed you, Dion. Thank you
Yes,
so much. Thank you so much.
absolutely. Anything you need from me, sister, you just let me know.
Okay.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
next week,
Mm-hmm.
July 8th. Yes, next week we have my family. She really is my family. She was my husband's cousin.
Okay.
It's the bag lady, Stephanie B. Dale from
Okay.
up north, honey. Stephanie B.
Mhm.
Dale is one of the baddest thrifting stylists I have ever met in my
Okay.
entire existence. And she will be on with us live next Monday, July
Mm-hmm.
8th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Baby, get in here. Just be
Mm-hmm.
here. I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and tell y'all now, just be here. Cause she gonna tell you when I'm gonna post her pictures, just because like she a bad model too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
tell you, she bad. She
Mm-hmm.
bad. Creative director, thrifting queen, pose coach, the works. She bad. So if y'all want to
Mm-hmm.
learn something extra and get out of your comfort zone, Stephanie B. Dale,
Mm-hmm.
Shahida,
Okay.
it's her. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that way. It's her, Shahida, Showfields.
Yes. Yes.
That's it. Well, y'all, we're gonna leave you
Right.
at 9:23. I'm so sorry that we kept you for this long,
That's
but it's
okay.
9:23. So I'm gonna leave y'all with my motto. I never told you loving yourself was easy. I said it was necessary. Okay.
Mm.
Y'all
That's
have
good.
a wonderful night, and I love y'all, and we'll see y'all next Monday.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.